Chapter 13 of the Bhagavad Gita is titled The Yoga of the Distinction between the Field and the Knower of the Field, and it emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between the material body and the eternal soul. In this chapter, Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna about the nature of the self and the material world, as well as the importance of knowledge in achieving liberation. Krishna begins by stating that knowledge of the self is the most important knowledge and that this knowledge is different from ordinary knowledge that pertains to the material world. He explains that the body is a field, while the knower of the field is the self or the soul. He then goes on to describe the characteristics of the field and the knower of the field. Krishna states that the field is made up of the 5 great elements, that is earth, water, fire, air and ether, the ego, the intellect and the unmanifested elemental matter, that is Prakriti. He also explains that the field is subject to change and decay, while the knower of the field is eternal, unchanging and indestructible. Krishna describes the knower of the field as a true self or the soul and states that it is the source of consciousness, life and all experiences. He also explains that the soul is beyond the limitations of the body, mind and senses and that it is present in all living beings. Krishna further elaborates on the qualities of the knower of the field, stating that it is pure, all-pervading, self-illuminating and unchanging. He emphasizes that the soul is not affected by the actions of the body and mind and that it is unaffected by pleasure or pain. Krishna also uses the analogy of a tree to explain the nature of the material world. He describes the roots of the tree as being above and the branches as being below, symbolizing the fact that spiritual world is the source of the material world. He urges Arjuna to cut down the tree of material existence with the axe of detachment and to focus on attaining the spiritual world, which is the ultimate goal of life. Krishna concludes the chapter by emphasizing the importance of cultivating knowledge of the distinction between the field and the knower of the field. He explains that this knowledge is the ultimate knowledge and it leads to liberation from the cycle of birth and death. He encourages Arjuna to practice detachment, self-realization and devotion in order to attain this knowledge and achieve liberation. This concludes a summary of Bhagavad Gita Chapter 13.